This is something that I heard this week. Actually, it was an interview before the mayoral election in New York. It's an interview. It was an interview between Jon Stewart, The Daily Show, and Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York. And they were talking about his experience as a mayor and how he was doing things and how he was out there shaking hands and talking to people, how he's been received. And in particular, they were talking about New Yorkers. And that Mamdani tells us kind of a funny story. He's like, and sometimes they can tell you how they're supporting you, and basically it scares you. He's like, I thought I was going to get the crap kicked out of me. He said this woman pulled up in her car, rolled down the window and yelled at him, "I'm supporting you." And he thought that was it. She was going to beat him. Anyhow, it's something that Jon Stewart said, and that I think it would be really beneficial for all of us to learn from. He was, like I said, they were talking, and Stewart was asking him some questions about how he's been received by New Yorkers, and Stewart says, in New York, when it comes to New Yorkers, the people who love you today, the people who support you and love you today, will hate you if things don't work out. Right? They'll hate you if things don't work out. And what he was meaning is that New Yorkers have a way about them. They love their city, right? New Yorkers are very, very proud of their city, at least the ones that I know. Very, very proud of their city. You don't get to say anything bad about New York. You also don't get to say anything nice about any other city, but that's neither here nor there. That if a New Yorker supports you, they're happy to do it. They support you because they think you're going to be good for their community. And if it turns out you're not, they will rip you to shreds. They will happily stand up and say, "Hey, listen, I supported you and you're failing. You're not doing what you said you were going to do." They're willing to stand up and criticize you. They're willing to stand up and take their support from you. Now, this is not, in the world today, here in Canada, United States, and other places, party affiliation seems to really take precedent. I will never say anything bad about the Democratic Party. I will never say anything bad about the Progressive Conservatives. I will never say anything bad about the New Democratic Party here in Canada. I will never say anything bad about the Liberals, because that's what I am, and I will always be a Liberal. And when we vote in a Liberal government, I am going to defend them till I'm blue in the face, because they're Liberal, damn it, and I voted for them, and they can't do anything wrong. It's almost like that's exactly it, isn't it? Like they can do no wrong. They can do no wrong for us. It's almost like we are living vicariously through them. And if they fail, it's somehow our failure. Maybe we feel the responsibility. I voted for them, and therefore it's my failure. And so I don't want to feel like I failed. And therefore I'm not going to let anybody talk bad about them. I'm never going to talk bad about them, because they've never failed, ever. Not a day in their life, ever. But that's not a healthy way of doing this. That's not a healthy way of running a democracy. It's not a healthy way of being a citizen within a democracy at all. Regardless of how that democracy plays out, it's not a healthy way of doing it. We should be willing, as we just said, we should be willing to speak up and speak out when the powers that be mess up, when the powers that be do things that they shouldn't be doing. We should be willing to speak up and speak out when there's injustice, and when there's inequality, and when there's a disproportionate sharing of the wealth of the nation. We should be, and it's our responsibility. But if we are the ones that put that person there, I would argue with you it's even doubly important. I supported you. I put you there. I am one of the reasons why you got to the position that you are. And by God, I am going to make sure that I am on your case to do the things that you said you were going to do. I'm going to make sure that I'm on your case. I have a responsibility to my community to be on your case, that you will do the things you told me you were going to do. Do the things that were the reason why I supported you. I love the fact that New Yorkers would be willing to go to Mamdani and say, I voted for you. You're failing. You're doing things differently. You're doing things wrong. You're doing things that you said you would never do. And I'm not happy with that. And I'm going to hold that against you. I'm going to call you out for it. I love that. We need more of that. I've told you this before. When Justin Trudeau, former Prime Minister of Canada, when he ran for office against Stephen Harper, he had, when not ran for office, when his party ran for, when we had a federal election, and he was the leader of the Liberal Party, he would have been Prime Minister if the Liberals had won. There was a sense of hope. The things he was saying, they brought hope. It brought hope. He talked about doing things that many of us longed to see done, longed to have happen. He talked about the condition of our Indigenous communities and how he wanted to improve that. He talked specifically about a place called Apawapiskat. He talked about communities in the West where they don't even have roads in. They have to use planes to fly in and out, which makes everything so much more expensive. And he talked about electoral reform here in Canada. So yeah, I'm going to support you. Absolutely. I'm going to support you. You're saying the things that I really believe our country needs. You're saying that you'll do those things. You got my support. I'm in. And then those things didn't materialize. Some of the stuff did, but no electoral reform. And so when the time came, hey, will you support me? No. You haven't done the things you said you were going to do. You failed to do the things that you said you were going to do. You failed to deliver the things that gave us a sense of hope in your leadership. Not everybody did, but that's how I approached it. Because I was one of the votes that got him into that position. I was one of the votes that got him into the Prime Minister's office. And I feel like it's my responsibility. Those who supported him, it is our responsibility to keep their feet to the fire. Otherwise, well, it becomes something that otherwise who's going to hold them accountable? The people that didn't vote for them, they already know that they didn't vote for them. No, it's the people that voted for them have the responsibility to hold them accountable, like those New Yorkers will. If we're not willing to hold the people we vote for, if we're not willing to hold the people we support, if we're not willing to hold the people that we give power to, if we're not willing to hold them accountable, we can't expect that they're going to be held accountable by anybody else. What we can expect is that they will run roughshod over us. They will take full advantage of every opportunity they have to enrich themselves. They will take full advantage of every opportunity they have to hold on to power. If we, their supporters, aren't willing to hold them accountable, you can absolutely count on the fact that they will come to take advantage of you. You know, if we love our nation, we will stand up and we will speak out. If we really love our nation, we will hold the people we support accountable. We will keep their feet to the fire. We will keep them honest. We will give them no opportunity to move from the right or to the left. We will give them no opportunity to leave the path they told us they will walk. We are their conscience. Because if we're not, we shouldn't count on there being one. Amen.